Hello and welcome to CIO News. I am Khushbu Soni, your host for the broadcast and chief editor at CIO News. This is our exclusive interview series on the topic of digital transformation. This is a recorded session and will be available on our website, that is cionews.co.in, and our CIO News LinkedIn handle. It is a great pleasure to invite our guest for today. We have Mr. Girish Shah, the head of customer service at Voltas Limited. Girish is an experienced and a passionate senior general manager with a demonstrated history of working in the consumer electronics and home appliances industry, skilled in the manufacturing, operations management, customer service, and operational excellence role. Girish has worked with brands like Videocon, Samsung, and many more. Girish, it's an absolute pleasure to have you today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great. I'm also accompanied by Saurabh, Chandre, the AVP and the head of sales and CX for India, APAC, and the MECAA region for TATA Communications. Saurabh has 20 plus years of rich experience in the area of internet communications and technology, and has been at the forefront of the fastest moving technology industry trend, that is the Internet of Things. Great. Um, to begin with, to our discussion today, Mr. Girish, we've seen your profile, we've heard you're the veteran in the industry. In your long and illustrious career in the consumer durable space, with working with brands like Samsung, Videocon, and now Voltas. So how have you seen the customer experience and the expectation evolving in the space of consumer durables? And has the pandemic done anything to influence that further?
Yeah, thank you. To answer this, the brands have actually changed their style of business, the way they do business historically every time. But with introduction of digital as well as technological innovation in last 10 years, the rate at which the brands have to adapt to the changes is dramatic. It is beyond the expectation of any normal person. The customers are like demands are increasing day by day. Today's necessity, today's delight is actually becoming tomorrow's necessity. That is the way it is happening, and every brand has to adapt to those changes very quickly, very fast. In fact, if you look at before what used to happen, the technology used to make experience worse, means many places in the past. But currently, technology makes the experience better. Previously, the customer service used to open the call center between 8 hours or 12 hours. Now it is 24/7. So then the content used to now content finds the customer, and the company know where the customer is located. So there is dramatic change. Initially, it was like only customer experience at his home. Now it is throughout customer journey. So which need to be given attention by the brands. So there is dramatic change, and pandemic has proven one more thing. Before, the deals given by the companies and the customer service, these are the two deciding factor for any purchase by the customer. But now customers are willing to find out the products of those companies who are socially trying to give back to the society. So they are thinking which companies are giving return to the working on sustainability initiatives, etc. So Tata is one of the companies where we found this impelling factor. So we did a tremendous good job during this pandemic, after the pandemic also, because we did a lot of initiatives through Tata. So that's what I want to say on this.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing your insights, Girish, on that. My next question is, technologies like IoT, AI, data analytics, VR, are being increasingly looked at across industries to deliver unmatched digital experience. So in your current role, are you looking at digitization to deliver superior pre-sales and after-sales experience? And also, how do you think these technologies can also give you insights to drive sharper product innovation for future line of products?
I will first talk on the customer connect. Basically, the digital has to be used in customer connect. I will just give an example. Like over last 4 years, before 4 years, we were having only two ways to connect with the customer. That was through either call center or through the SMS. Now what happened that we have introduced so many new ways. Almost we are currently at 12 ways where customer can seamlessly connect with us. So year on year we introduce websites, then we introduce IVR, then robotic mail readers, and then we introduce WhatsApp chatbot, then we introduce dealer app, then we introduce there are companies who register complaints for various brands and seamlessly connect with the customers. So many customers want to register like for any brand, so they should go to only one app and then can register for any brand. So we have collaborated with those brands, and currently we are having a lot of connect through them also. Then we introduced recently ViceBot also. Now these are the digital initiatives for customer connect, but there are also cost saving initiatives for the organization. So there are two benefits. One is seamless connect with the customer as well as cost saving for the brand, because number of agents go down at the call center. So in the digital initiatives, like this is for connecting to the customer. Now customer feedback is also critical, that we should get the feedback at every stage where we provide the services. Starting from the call, he registers a complaint and how we interact with the customers, and then we get the feedback. So before it was only call center mechanism where customer used to call and give the feedback. Now we have IVR based feedback system, then SMS based web link system, then we have like vetted NPS system, then e-receipt. E-receipt means when we are asking customer to pay, we are asking him to giving him estimate through online. He accepts, maybe he demands some discount, then that he sends back to our engineer, and then engineers confirms and then carries out works, and then e-receipt, which is GST based e-receipt, goes to the customer if he has a GST number. Now when our engineers are visiting to customer place, they also need some technological support, because sometimes there is a product and he has some doubt. So based on customer VOC, we are providing to the engineers what solutions are possible. He can go through the video and then just resolve that issue just looking at the videos. This is for the engineer help. Then for the multiple resolution ways, like customer, when he is contacting call center, it should not be only mere registration center. It should be a solution provider. So we initiated resolution over phone. That is, we say frontline system, then technical help system. Then we started do-it-yourself videos through website, then through WhatsApp, chatbot, and based on every call registered at the call center, based on symptoms, he gets do-it-yourself video. I will go on example. During COVID, when everything was locked down in FY21, nobody was allowed to go out. That time, 30,000 customers contacted us for their solution, because they were sitting at home and maybe they have some issue with their AC. During that period, we had developed this do-it-yourself video and had sent 27,000 customers resolve their issues by themselves. It is very simple. For example, it is a hot and cold AC. Mode is set to hot mode, but he needs cooling, but he doesn't know how to operate. Maybe some member has the training, but he is not at home. Now it is do-it-yourself video. You can just watch and just change the mode and it gets a solution. So the instant gratification by the customer is also very critical. So that's how we are trying to digitally modify, and we are continuously learning through benchmarking to different companies, not only in India, throughout world. We have a team of 2 people who work on these best practices, what is happening in service industry, how they are doing, and how we can customize that as per Voltas requirement. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. I think you also covered my, the other question that I had, but where you rightly said, I think with all the digitally interconnected world, and I think as you mentioned, self-help videos from the technicians and influencers are taking a fair share, is what I understand with all the, developments that you brought in. Is that correct, Mr. Girish?
I feel, yes, I feel they are taking fair share, but it is in the benefit of the organization and in the benefit of customer. And but brands need to continuously work on this development of digital contents and modify, because there is a continuous introduction of new models, new features, and this activity is a continuous activity. So definitely both are getting benefits, and also there is a cost saving also involved for the brand with greater customer satisfaction, because engineer visit is avoided.
Right, absolutely. Great. Saurabh, your thoughts on the
Yeah,
same?
so thanks, Khushbu, for pulling me in on this. Much appreciate this, Girish. Great insights from you, especially what you mentioned about last 3 to 4 years journey, how the entire paradigm has shifted from what the traditional approaches have been in terms of customer satisfaction, or at least looking at customer concerns, when customer was always calling to on the contact center to have those concerns addressed, right? Now how
Yeah.
that paradigm is something that has been shifted. You're also not looking only at the customers calling up at the contact center, but giving them self-service options, IVR options, voice bot capabilities that you mentioned. So quite a good initiative, Girish. I really appreciate your insights on that. Which brings me also to a question, Girish, that now this is majorly what we've been discussing, and given the line of work, we've been talking about predominantly in terms of customer experience from a post-sales perspective. Right now,
Yeah.
when we talk about the pre-sales journey, when we talk about the customer experience in the
So,
stores, there you would see that what is happening is basically e-commerce apps have now also hold a very decent channel share for sales and consumer durables for most companies, right? This is also greatly affected. This also greatly affects the in-showroom experience for customers.
yes.
How is Voltas looking to blend digital technologies in physical formats like showrooms to deliver a super, you can put it in a side digital CX for its prospective buyers?
Yeah, at the point of sale, I will share my thoughts. What we are trying to do, first thing is we are trying to introduce lot of Voltas brand shops. That is the first thing, where the displays are like, first thing is the ambience is the most crucial thing for any retail outlet, where customers should be very, very comfortable. Then what we are trying to do, because we are having ISDs, in-shop demonstrators, in almost every shops. So they their education, their quality of talking behavior matters a lot, and they should be supported with the digital technology. Like we have given them app in their mobiles, and in mobile app they can have the product comparisons, where they can properly explain why they should buy Voltas brand product compared to equivalent other brand product. What are the USPs? Because it is not possible for a person to remember all the models USPs, because we have huge SKUs. So that helps him to explain properly, and he does not forget on anything. Plus, we are also providing demo videos, where demo videos can be just shown to the customers by the mobile, and he can explain to the customer every step of that. So that is another thing. Then through that same app, he is collecting the customer information.
Mhm.
So as soon as the customer information is collected, and sales happen, so automatically call gets registered, so that we know that we have to go for installation. So that is continuously developing stages, and we are trying to again benchmark and learn from other companies what we can do better.
Good. Great. Thanks for sharing that insight again, Girish.
Great. Great. I think insights from you, Mr. Girish, and I'm sure with the kind of transformation that you're bringing in with the ever-changing customer demands, it's a great journey to learn from, and I'm sure viewers will get good insights out of this.
I
Thank you once again. Sorry, Tammy.
Yeah, sorry. Can I add one thing for
Yeah.
customer experience?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
please.
this, yeah. So in customer experience, what we have introduced, see, there are 2, 3 things which are very critical. When my engineer is visiting customer place and he resolves the issue, that is called instant NPS. But what happens after 45 days? What happens after 90 days? What happens after 10th week? What happens after 10th month? What happens after 5 years? So we have developed full ecosystem where we are in constant touch with the customer for 5 years of product life. And then we get the information in simple 3 questionnaire. Only 3 questions are asked, where we get the NPS score also, and also the important feedback. For as an example, if customer has bought a unit and we have done installation today, so that is called instant NPS feedback. But after 10 days, because there could be some issue, because AC installation is the most critical thing for AC's functioning. So after 10 days, again, we collect the feedback. 10th week, we collect the feedback. And the question changes, because by 10th month we collect, we call it 10 cube. So what happens during this 10 month, we already provided second preventive maintenance, first preventive maintenance services. So we also take the feedback of the first preventive maintenance survey, how my engineer behaved, was he well dressed, uniform, wearing uniform, did he clean the area? And if customer gives any feedback rating which is below 3, automatically that particular complaint gets opened. Though it was closed, AC is functioning okay, but then it gets opened. Then there is a reward and penalty for the engineer. So it is like a stick and carrot type of mechanism. So we are using. Then also for any breakdown call happening. So after 45 days we collect, 90 days we collect. Then, for example, a customer today is October month. So we go back to October last year to last year to last year, like that. 5 years we go back, send the NPS link to them and collect the feedback. All these we combine, all these type of NPS, and then we say it is a weighted NPS. So to the best of my knowledge, only Google does this weighted NPS system. No other company is doing. Another thing, because dealers are our partners, the shop retailers or brand other partners. So we collect their monthly NPS feedback. So we have NPS feedback for dealers. Then service partner centers who are authorized or our own, we collect feedback from service centers. So we have NPS for them also. And then we have a lot of key account customers like Pepsi, Cola, and they have a lot of executives in different towns and cities where our Voltas products they buy. We are the prime sellers to them. So we collect feedback from every executive based in every town, and that we combine under the one umbrella called weighted NPS. So that we get, and there is a continuous monitoring every Saturday. We review with the teams where we are going, which branch or which area is not improving as per the expectation, and then what countermeasures need to be taken. So that is a total ecosystem we are efficiently managing in Voltas. That's how I can say.
So you have developed quite a good feedback as an input mechanism to have the performances further delivered back
and it is
into the system.
And customer feedback, directly customer feedback.
Great.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
again, Girish.
Great. Okay, thank you so much, Girish, for sharing all these valuable insights. Thank you, Saurabh, for moderating this session with me.
Thanks for having me, Khushbu. Appreciate it. And thanks again, Girish, for joining us. Really appreciate it.
It was
Thank you.
really great. Thank you.